I'm at the corner of West 24th Avenue and Joe Wright Drive. It goes that way, and I'm in front of Sunset Food Mart. Now here around 8 o'clock, police say that shots were fired. 2 individuals were taken to the hospital. Right here, where the algae is separated from the water, that's where he found the body, floating face down. You don't need a tape measure to figure out that this grass is well over the legal limit of 12 inches. In fact, I'm about 5'5", and this grass is taller than I am. Now, it's hard to see since the sun is set, but the GBI is still on scene. And it all started when Instagram did a random review of users' photos back in January of this year. She just heard a boom, and then her electricity went out. But you can see the damage as the tree fell towards the back of the house, crashing on the roof, taking out the electricity, as I mentioned, leaving behind all this damage. You can see behind me the crime scene tape has been removed, but you can see the family and friends have gathered. Now, no one was injured, but a stray bullet did just barely miss a 19-year-old store clerk. The trucks are going to line up here, and this is just the start. I'm going to take you around. You'll see this entire parking lot around me is going to be filled.
I can't get the picture out my head. Him laying there like that.
Mae Frances Howard was Hill's aunt and neighbor. She went to his house this morning thinking he overslept for work.
And I knocked on his bedroom window. I said, Ricky, Ricky. And no answer.
What she saw inside left her stunned.
But I just seen all this blood, and I just threw up my hands.
Investigators soon took over the neighborhood street.
And to pull up and see all these cops like that, I just knew it was bad. God.
Hill's son, who also goes by Ricky, says getting that call is something he'll never forget.
When I knew it was a call, I knew it was something bad, you know, but I didn't want it to be this tragic, you know.
Both are at a loss for words of how this could happen.
He was just a loved person by everybody.
He's a great man. And who would just do such a thing like this, you know, it's crazy. It's crazy.
All they want is answers.
Well, I just keep asking myself and everybody the question, who and why? Who would want to do this? What reason did they have? And what type of person would do it?
And now, 5 days since Father's Day, a son remembers the last time he spoke to his dad.
You know, it's crazy, you know, when you just talked to somebody yesterday and you told them you love them. That was the last word. That's the last thing I said to him. I love him.
Today at Moody Air Force Base, nearly 200 airmen said goodbye to their families today. Now, members of the 824th Defense Base Squadron are being deployed to Southwest Asia. Deployments are never easy, but imagine saying goodbye to your newlywed. And by newlywed, I mean they were married only a couple hours ago.
It's kind of crummy, but we'll get through it. It's just one of those things, man. It's part of the job.
Today was Justin and Heather Gotti's wedding day, and even though his new wife is also military, that doesn't make the goodbye any easier.
It's still overwhelming. It's scary because I've never been on this side. I've always reached out for support. I've never been the support.
The new Mrs. Gotti says she's hoping she can use some of her experience on the other side to help her.
I think maybe it'll help to know what he might be looking for as far as support. However, I don't think not knowing how to be there is what's going to be the hard part.
Though it's his 6th deployment, saying goodbye to a wife and daughter this time changes things.
It's a lot different. Yeah, there's a lot more impact to it. I mean, I don't know. I'm not explain that either. It's something you can't put words on.
Even though Gotti's mother has been there for previous deployments, with today also being his wedding day, it's made it a bit more emotional.
I'm just very proud of him, and I'm glad that he has support, more support than he's ever had before. I mean, we can love him, but he's got more people to love him now, and I'm very happy for him.
She calls the military her family's lifestyle. She was raised in a military home, she raised her kids in a military home, and now they are doing the same.
It's who we are, it's what we do, it's the life we live.
Gotti's younger sister, who is also an Air Force wife, has some advice for her new sister-in-law.
Let people help you and let people love you through it and support each other.
Because it's hard for the ones who are left behind, no matter how many times you say goodbye.
I don't think it gets easier. I just think you kind of learn to adapt and overcome.
Tracey Smith, Fox 31 News.
They're treated just like anybody else, with the exception of they don't have the competition level.
Jennifer Sapp started this league to give her son a chance to play, but with people who understand him.
And we expect them to do as much as they can, but if they decide to run down third base instead of first base whenever they kick, no big deal.
Maribel Martin's daughter Allie plays in the league and says seeing her out in the field is something she never thought was possible.
They want to play so bad, and you want them out there as much as they want to be out there, but they can't join a regular league. So what this does, it gives them the opportunity that they would probably never have.
And just as important as it is for the kids to be around others like them, it's the same for the parents.
We use the term PLU, people like us, because all the parents just get it.
Martin says the parents have created their own bond on the sidelines.
And they will help, you know, with your child and just tell you it's going to be okay, even if you're like about to fall apart. So everybody, you know, just works together, and it's no judging at all.
And everything from the uniforms to the fields have been provided mostly through donations.
That's why I always say it's not a me thing. I didn't do this. It's the community has poured into our children to help create this league.
I want to thank everybody in the community for everything they've done and given, because without them it would not be possible.
And giving kids like her daughter Allie a chance to enjoy the simple things about playing a sport. What's your favorite part about playing kickball?
My team.
And her smile says it all.
Well, it's a lot of fun.
It's a lot of fun?
Yes.
Tracey Smith, Fox 31 News.